Mashing up the web. Web 2.0 is the hybrid that is born from mixing. Now you may recognize some of the websites listed in this illustration. They're all part of the Web 2 format. Now Web 2.0 is the new generation of internet that allows more collaboration between web services. It provides a platform on which user compatibility between web interfaces becomes freely accessible to everyone. This means that now you can use a Google Map database or film clips from YouTube or even photos from Flickr, for example, on your website and integrate or configure your own concept onto the application. So basically you can manipulate and configure certain services to meet your needs. So let's find out what a mashup actually is. Musicians may be familiar with the term mashup, especially those from the hip-hop genre, as it meant remixing two or more songs to make a hybrid song. Now, I've listed a couple of funky examples down here that you can listen to. If you click on the flaming CDs down here, one of them is a mashup of Phil Collins' song Mama with an aggro techno beat, and the other is a mashup of a song by Green Day and Oasis. Now we can also mash up other things. Well, here's a pretty horrible example of a mashup between a Mustang and a Cobra vehicle. Well, I think it's horrible anyway. Now here's a comical mashup done with pictures from Miami Vice and Sesame Street. Now here's a good example of how a mashup is actually brought together. It's basically a composition of various formats and APIs which are all brought together on the same web service or website to create a mashup. So a mashed up website can look something like this. These are a couple of examples of mashup websites using APIs from photo sharing or mapping web services. For example, you can click on a certain area and something may pop up like a photo or a description or directions to a certain area. These are just various formats all integrated onto the same web service. So let's find out what an API is. An API is an application programming interface. Now we can mash up the internet by using API sources that can be provided by web services on a contractual agreement, or you can find some free ones under the GNU, which is a general public license. APIs are available from many different web services, including some of these that I've listed below. Now it's quite simple to create your own mashup website. Now as a beginner or a novice web developer, you may only have access to basic template configurations. These are available on some websites such as Map Builder and Wayfaring. You can click on these to check out those sites. Now more sophisticated mashups are currently restricted to advanced programmers and coders, but no doubt in the near future as the programs develop, we will find that novice web developers may even begin to make sophisticated mashup websites. Let's look at how to create a basic mashup on the web. Now to create a basic internet mashup, you need to first pick a subject. For example, are you going to use maps or photos or weather, etc.? And after deciding this, we need to decide where the information and data is going to come from. For example, Google Earth, are we going to use Yahoo Maps or Flickr Photos, etc.? Once we decide on this, we need to sign up for an API from that particular web service. And then the tricky part comes in, which is the coding of your web page. Now to do this, there are a couple of tutorials available on the web. There are probably more, but I've listed a couple down here that you can click on and check out. They can guide you through the process of coding. Good luck to you at all.